Sword Art Online, one of my favorite animes, and definitely an overhated anime. It's really not that. It's really not bad. Like there's worse anime out there, and Sword Art Online is a good time. Although there is a lot of downsides, especially the second half of season one. Generally, that was like one of the worst arcs I have ever seen in anime. But overall, I still love it, unironically. You man?
Honestly, yeah, I do like Sword Art Online, and yeah, I will say I am in agreement with you there that it's overhated. Honestly, we've seen worse. Rent a girlfriend.
Yeah, this isn't a video about which anime is worse than SEO. It's about video about the romance in SEO, which is a big part of it, I believe. People say SEO is like a harem anime, which I would argue it's not, because Kirito is loyal and faithful to the one girl he's been since the start of the first season. It's just that he just has other girls that likes him. I wouldn't count that as a harem. First up, let's start with the original anime of Kirito and Asuna. So I actually read a bit, listened to the audiobook light novel of this original series after I saw the anime. I will say I actually like the light novel version a bit more than the anime. I think the anime version of this pair is a bit, what's the word I'm going for? Toxic? It is a bit like I'll explain in a bit. But what do you think, Ghost?
Honestly, Kirito and Asuna, I really love this pair. Like, dude, I legit love this pair. Whenever I think nice anime couples, these two are always coming up in a lot of my lists whenever I'm thinking at the top of my head.
Yeah, that's fair, because I do think it is a good couple, but I think when I say I think it's a bit toxic, I mean like briefly in the first half of season one. You know that scene where Kirito and Asuna were at their home and they were talking about their love for each other? She said to him, if you were to die, I would kill myself, which I'm like, whoa. That there was kind of like a bit of a red flag, but I'm willing to forgive it because, well, these two have never been in a relationship and they're still learning and they're trapped in a game where they haven't been in touch with the real world in so long. Do you disagree with my stance?
I mean, I agree and disagree at the same time because, like, I disagree on the point because, like, it just shows how passionate and how much they care for one another. So, like, especially Asuna when she said that. But, like, yeah, like, and I also agree at the same time because, like, yeah, that can be seen as manipulative there. It's just like, I don't know. It's all up for interpretation there.
Yeah, I will put this on a good ace tier spot. You man?
I would have put it in S if I was honest.
Okay, let's do middle S. Okay, the next one is actually a different version of these characters, believe it or not, because I count them as separate, and that being Kirito and Asuna from Sword Art Online Progressive. This is basically a reboot of SAO, basically a more fleshed out version of them in Aincrad, which I do like a whole lot. I'll put this on high S. Okay, next one up is let's just put this in F tier and not discuss why, because we know the reason why. Okay, next one up is Leafa and Raken?
Recon, I think.
This is obviously better than the other one, but by default. But as in of itself, she kind of just uses him willingly. She kind of like views him as kind of like an associate, while he obviously has a massive like crush on her. Like, you can tell he will do anything for her, both IRL and in game. I will have to bid on D. All right, Kirito and Silica. I think Silica is like one of the worst characters in SEO. I never cared for her. I never liked her. I find her annoying, and I don't like this pair at all. I think it's F tier.
Honestly, don't understand why this is supposed to be a ship. I feel like we can quote a bridge Kirito with that supercomputer thing of how he could not give a.
I mean, I wonder how many bridge quotes we're gonna be hearing today. Next one up is Asuna and Yuki.
You know, funny enough, I would put this on an A or a B.
Yeah, I'll put this on A too. Like, I have nothing much to say really. Like, I can see why. I feel it's pretty heartfelt. She definitely had an impact on Asuna's life, despite how short they met with each other. All right, these two from the movie. And that showed up in Alicization.
Wait, hold on. Was this in order? Was this the pair from ordinal scale?
Yep. I believe it's called Nautilus and Yuna. Yeah, Nautilus and Yuna.
Now I remember, comrade. I would put this in B. Okay, yeah, maybe B or C because like this guy just became a complete asshole after what happened to her.
But I won't put this on C because we don't really see a whole lot of them, you know. Kirito and Klein, this is just a bromance.
Yep, this is definitely a bromance.
I would put it on middle bromance though, because compared to another pair that I did include here, that's better in every way, shape, and form, which I know that you know that I know, but we're not there yet. Kirito and Liz, I actually kind of like this one.
I actually kind of like this one also. Like I think I put this in B tier. I think.
Yeah, B tier.
Like
Yeah,
I feel like after watching that episode, something could have happened. Like if Asuna was an end game for Kirito, like I feel like this could have been something for him.
yeah. And when she tried trauma dumping on me, he was like, no, 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 no. All right, next one up is Kirito and Asuna. I think it's S tier. I really do think this is S tier.
This one was actually competing with Kirisuna for me. Like this one was actually competing with it. Like
Asuna is actually my second favorite character in SAO.
these two were really complimenting each other during the Gun Girl arc.
Yeah, especially that last scene. Like they somehow made a double suicide wholesome. I'm like, how do you like that? That takes a lot of skill to pull that off.
I know, right?
Yeah, like I was smiling. I mean, obviously from the context of the game, they made it work, of course, and it's not disturbing, but it's just so cute.
Yeah, this was honestly awesome.
Yeah, like genuinely, like it's on par. Like to me personally, I prefer this over Kirisuna, but yeah, I would put this above it, honestly, in my opinion.
I can't argue with that. This is an actual good ship.
So, these two, I believe she's like the 7th Integrity Knight, and he's the leader of the Brawler clan. Basically, when they met on the battlefield, impressed by each other's skills, and they learned a bit more, and they found like purpose through when they kept on fighting, and then that's how they like fell in love. And yeah, I will put this on high A, because that's how much I like it. All right, next one up is the best bromance in the series, and definitely one of the best bromances I ever seen in anime ever. Kirito and Yu-Gi-Oh! I find it funny that it wasn't the girls in his life that snapped him out of his depressive state. It was like Yu-Gi-Oh! Genuinely, I love how they were there for each other's backs. Even though one of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is gone, he's still with him in his spirit. And honestly, seeing like Kirito's breakdown when he returns to the real world really breaks my heart, because he genuinely really loves Yu-Gi-Oh! And it hits hard. It hits heavy. It really hits heavy. General Broccoli and Finaccio. I like these two. It's very subtle, especially when he asked Yu-Gi-Oh! About her condition, and when he told us that he's alive, he was like, oh, okay, good. They were very subtle about his deep care for her. I will put this on B tier though, but even though I really like both of these characters, but it's not like something that hits me hard. All right, well, Yu-Gi-Oh! And Tiesa, I don't think that's how you pronounce it, but flark it. Anyway, she has she's in love. I would say she has a massive crush on Yu-Gi-Oh!, which I'm pretty sure started out as that, but then she just straight up falls in love with him when he saved her from her captures. That I will not get into detail because of how disturbing it is. I could feel the genuine love she had, and when she discovered that about his passing, I felt it. I felt her pain, because I also felt that pain when he went away, because I love Yu-Gi-Oh! Too. So I could understand her struggle a lot. I will have to put it at a B tier. Not A tier, because but it's a good B tier. Okay, Akihiko Kayaba and Rinko. Okay, we see very little of it, and and she just basically allowed him to keep on with the SEO stuff when it's revealed that she found his location. I think it's like D, because he's very nonchalant. But I mean, she does encourage him to keep on going when he took over that robot, but I'm not feeling it. Like, it's definitely one of the least impactful ships in the series, I believe. All right, next one up is Yu-Gi-Oh! And Alice, the tragic one. I would put this on B tier.
I'm not gonna lie, B is looking very populated right now, but yeah, I guess we can put it in B tier.
I think it's B tier. Like it's, I can see why it's basic as to the reason why. Like, it's simple and clean. There's not much to discuss about it. He cares for her, tries to save her from the stuff, but in the end, he did succeeded. Next pair I have here has the same design, but is technically a completely different character, as even stated in the own SAO lore. And that ship is Alice and Kirito, specifically at Alice Synthesis 30, who is a completely different character to Alice Zuberg. Yeah, I'm gonna get some flack for this, but this is my personal favorite ship in the series. Like, obviously, this isn't, I know objectively speaking, this isn't S tier. It's S tier in my heart, but it doesn't deserve S tier. I really like the dynamic of the Hardstone Knight and like down to earth chill guy, like bouncing off each other. Like, it's really nice, and the way she takes care of Kirito when he was comatose was really sweet. and seeing her like in the real world and hanging out with him in the real world was really sweet, and I love the moments. And she just straight up says that she is in love with Kirito, like straight up. She just says it. Well, not to him. She didn't confess to him, but she did confess to the in an interview that she has deep she's in love with a person from the world of the living, which they don't know, but we the audience know. But still, like, these two had something together, and well, there's a dynamic there that I can see a spark of. So I would put this on A tier, objectively speaking. All right, but yeah, I would put this on A tier. Any disagreements?
Yeah, no disagreements. Yeah, I'm just like, go ahead and put it on idea.
And I believe that's all the shit we have. Oh no, we don't. We have one last one somehow that I completely forgot, and that being TSA and this synth and Renly. I don't know. I would say C tier. I really don't care for this. And that brings us all to the SAO ships. I'm obviously I excluded some because they're just no. I'm kind of satisfied with this list. What about you?
I'm also satisfied with the list.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I learned from today is that we need to watch Alicization together.
Either that or I watch it on my own time because I'm still watching Soul. I started watching Soul Eater and I'm actually liking it so far.
Oh, I tried reading the manga, couldn't get into it, but I'm happy you're enjoying yourself, man. Overall, yeah, I'm very happy with this list. Thank you so much for joining me, man.
You're welcome, dude. Like, it was fun being here, dude.
It's always a pleasure to have you on board, man. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and go subscribe to Ghost's channel, and let us know what your favorite SAO ship is down below, and have a great day.
You stand so tall with the